When I created Raythe 10 years ago, almost to the day of this recording, Amazon was just allowing some self-published authors onto their site. That's right, KDP and all those indie published authors were just starting to know about that. There really wasn't that many people out there. And gay romance, which had always been a mostly online reading experience, was really relegated a lot to either fan fiction or fanzines. And it was not even sort of a gleam in a lot of people's eyes. And it was through fan fiction that I discovered I wasn't weird. That people would like the action adventure, paranormal stories I wrote, which just happened to have gay leads. I can't tell you what a relief it was to leave behind the uncertain smiles of my friends as I waxed poetic about some story, which was like The Fell in its infancy. Ooh, father-son incest. And actually met people who would enthusiastically engage with me. After writing a few fanfics, I had this crazy idea that people want to read my original stuff. And I'm going to tell you, I was not a popular fanfic author. I wrote some strange things, but I loved it. And it seemed to me that the people who read it loved it too. And perhaps I had this delusional idea that they would leave, for example, Star Wars and Star Trek and Smallville and Inuyasha and come and read my original creations. I thought I could do this so well that I actually spent a lot of money on artists. I went to Mathia Arconiel and T-Wolf, who are still with Raythe to this day, by the way. I had absolutely nothing to show them to indicate that what I wanted to do would work, but they both signed on, and I was so assiduous in paying them because I was terrified that either one of them would say, "You're crazy, you're nobody, and nobody's ever going to want to read this stuff that you're having us put all our heart and soul into the art on." But I kept going forward. I had about 5 stories, I had some beautiful art, the beginnings of a manga, and a calendar. And I went live with Raythe. And let me tell you, the subs just come in so fast. No, I had 3 members at first. And as many of you know, 2 of which were pity subs, but 1 was not. In fact, she has been a member on and off through 10 years and is still a member to this day. And she was the person who sustained my delusional belief that I had something people might enjoy and actually spend their hard-earned money on. To this day, when I look back, I am amazed at the risk people took on Raythe in the beginning, when it had something like 25 chapters and like 5 pieces of manga, and they still signed up. Then I met Kat. She actually happened to be someone in my hometown, but I didn't meet her locally. I actually met her online. She reached out to me. Many of you know her as sort of the vice president, the marketer, the business butler, as we call her. She was the first business person who saw value in what I was trying to do, and she wanted to help me grow that. Without her, Raythe could not be where it is today. She has always believed that entertainment should not shuffle sex off the page or obscure it with a closed door, but that it should have as much airtime or screen time as the non-sexual stuff does. And I've always wholeheartedly agreed with her. I wanted plot and sex, not just plot or sex. And she wanted to support an author who would do that, who would put basically value into both. Through Kat, I met Jeremy, who is our brilliant tech guru, who has literally had to build many parts of the site from the ground up, and for which I'm always asking for help. Oh my God, Jeremy is the one that has to deal with things when they go wrong. And he has a very steady hand, and he always keeps us going. Again, he's a local too, ironically enough. He's the guy you guys go to when you need help, from a lost password to helping you sideload books to the real heavy lifting of keeping everything and everyone secure and the site running well. We cannot do things without Jeremy. We need him all the time, and he's really stepped up and done that. And then a few years later, I met Sylvia Frost, our designer, who ironically I thought lived in Australia. But no, she's a local too and married to the owner of my favorite wine shop. I don't know how so many talented people I missed when I lived here but found online. She is the one that makes Raythe look so beautiful and professional now. Her eye for detail makes things gleam. It's amazing. She's done all the designs for the shop items and, all that beautiful text you see and you think, my God, that's nice typography. Believe me, that's all her. All of these people get to work doing what they love because of you, our members. Companies say all the time that they wouldn't exist but for their customers. But with Raythe, it's different. I write for you. Mathia, Sylvia, and T-Wolf create art for you. Kat thinks about how we can get more of you. Jeremy ensures that you are taken care of on the site. We're this tight-knit group that came together because of you. A lot of people wonder if what they're doing with their lives is the right thing. A lot of people have these momentary crises where they're like, oh my God, there has to be more to life than this. And I totally get that. Except I don't have that feeling since I started Raythe. Raythe is literally what I feel I was meant to do. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I can't imagine not doing it for as long as you all want me to. So I'm not going to say let's hope for 10 more years, because I want more than that, and I hope you do too. So once again, thank you so much for being members, for supporting us in any which way you have. We couldn't be here without you, and we hope to have a lot more fun in the future.